Ever heard this one? His parents are billionaires, but he officially only makes 40,000 a year. Sounds crazy, right? But he lives in their mansion, drives their luxury cars, and swipes their credit cards for everything. Now, imagine you're on the other side of that, trying to get fair child support or alimony. You're told his income is just what's on his W-2, but his lifestyle tells a completely different story. This is the rich parent problem, and it's a huge issue in family law. So, how do you fight for support based on his actual lifestyle, not just his official paycheck? This is where the trust fund defense starts to crumble. Let's dive into this. The core concept we need to understand is called imputing income. This is a legal tool that allows a court to assign a higher income to a person for support calculation purposes than what they actually claim to earn. So if someone is voluntarily underemployed, or in this case, being financially propped up by their wealthy parents, a court can say, wait a minute, your lifestyle doesn't match your reported income. The key is to demonstrate that the financial gifts he receives from his parents are regular, consistent, and used to cover his basic living expenses. These aren't just one-time birthday checks. They're a predictable stream of support that functions just like income. For example, if his parents pay his rent or mortgage every single month, that's a predictable benefit. If they cover his car payments, insurance, and gas, that's part of his real cash flow. If he has a credit card paid off by mom and dad that he uses for groceries, dining out, and vacations, all of that can potentially be considered. The goal is to paint a clear picture for the judge. We're not just saying his parents are rich. We're reproving that he has access to and consistently benefits from that wealth in a way that directly supports his lifestyle. This involves gathering evidence, bank statements, credit card bills, and even testimony showing the regularity and nature of these financial gifts. Now, let's talk about the infamous trust fund. Many people think a trust is like a Fort Knox, completely untouchable in a support case. That's often not true. We need to look through the trust veil. The first step is to get a copy of the trust document itself. This document is the rulebook. It tells you who the beneficiaries are, who the trustee is, and under what conditions money can be distributed. Is he the sole beneficiary? Does he have a right to demand payments, or is it purely at the trustee's discretion? Sometimes the person we're dealing with is also the trustee of their own trust. This gives them significant control over the funds. Even if the distributions are discretionary, we can still argue that the trust is a financial resource available to him. We can look at the history of distributions. Has the trustee consistently given him money whenever he's asked for it? If so, we can argue that this pattern is likely to continue and should be considered as part of his available resources. We can subpoena the trust's financial records to see exactly how much money has been flowing in and out. The goal is to show the court that this trust isn't just some abstract entity, it's a real source of funds that he relies on. It's about piercing that illusion of him being a low-income individual when he has a multi-million-dollar safety net. So how do we solve the rich parent problem and find the real cash flow? It's all about investigation and documentation. This is where a good legal team and forensic accountants become your best friends. We start by sending out subpoenas for all financial records. We're talking personal bank accounts, business accounts if he has any, credit card statements for every card he uses, and of course, all records related to any trusts. We're looking for patterns, we trace the money. Where does it come from? Where does it go? We depose him under oath and ask detailed questions about his lifestyle. Who pays for your house? Who pays for your car? Who paid for your last vacation to Europe? We can also depose the parents. We ask them about the financial support they provide their son. Are these payments gifts or are they loans? If they claim they are loans, we ask to see the loan documents with repayment terms and interest rates. More often than not, these loans have no paperwork and no history for payment, which helps us argue they are actually gifts and should be treated as income. By meticulously piecing together all this evidence, we can demonstrate to the court the true, actual financial picture. We show that his lifestyle is the real indicator of his ability to pay support, not the artificially low number on his W-2. It's a tough fight, but with the right strategy, you can break through that trust fund defense and secure a fair outcome. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more insights into the world of family law. See you next time.